This is 7 National News, and in our top story. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, have welcomed official delegations from foreign governments and international organizations participating in the third government summit held in Dubai under the theme Shaping Future Governments. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed has said that the government summit has evolved as a major international platform and established the UAE as a global hub for government development. The opening day of the three-day summit was also attended by Dubai Crown Prince His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, along with other sheikhs, senior government officials and delegates. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed delivered a keynote speech during the event where he emphasized on the importance of investing in education to create a strong human capital for the future. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi further added that empowering the citizens with knowledge and preparing them for the future is an obligation for the government, which is crucial for overcoming any challenges that may arise due to depleting natural resources. Secretary-General of the United Nations Ban Ki-moon also delivered a keynote speech where he stated that taking transformative steps towards improving governance is essential for guaranteeing justice and stability for citizens.
Leaders who place themselves above the law and above the people put their own governments at risk of collapse. Corrupt, abusive, and exclusive public institutions breed hopelessness that leads to unrest and instability. True stability demands trusted institutions that deliver for people equality and equally. Efficiency in government is more than a matter of smooth functioning well. It demands public institutions that truly serve the common good.
The summit has attracted more than 100 speakers, with major discussions focusing on innovation in education as key for achieving sustainable development, as well as the role of government in driving innovation. Whilst highlighting the importance of innovation in education, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education of the Republic of Korea stated that such efficiency-oriented approach should foster creative talent among the population to shape their future. Meanwhile, renowned education expert Sir Ken Robinson stated that conventional teaching method of prioritizing subjects is killing creativity. Identifying creativity as a core value of human beings, Sir Robinson advocated for curriculums to set right conditions for exploring the depth of students' true potential.
Education is the main element to do everything. So we think the king, teacher, and the parent is the same status. The Oriental, Korean, the long-term tradition. So nowadays, teacher is very high level. Convergence of such the very wide range. So art and the philosophy and science is the combined. The thinking method is very important, and we emphasize such the education style.
It includes things like cultivating curiosity, recognizing also that creativity is an exploration. It's not just looking for one single correct answer. That often creativity is developed best through collaboration with other people. That it comes about through exploring ideas practically. It's not just a passive academic activity, and that it's something that happens across disciplines as well as within them. So it's about understanding how creativity actually works in practice, and then creating those circumstances in schools so it can actually properly be cultivated. And in the sense I'm in, it can be taught. Teaching isn't just didactically passing on information. Properly conceived, teaching is a process of facilitating.
And earlier, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, accompanied by the Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, inaugurated the annual Museum of Future Government Services. The museum showcases future concepts for government services in education, healthcare and smart city planning. Over 180 engineers, designers and experts, in addition to international universities, institutes and specialized companies, participated in putting up the museum. Commenting on the exhibition, His Highness stated that innovation is the key to prosperity and governments must invest in research, development and innovation more than other sectors, adding that innovation is the best way to improve the quality of lifestyle and it is not an option anymore, but an imperative, especially with the changes and rapid evolution witnessed by the world. His Highness concluded that the Museum of Future Government Services highlights that the future will belong to those who can imagine it, design it and implement it today. Built around a futuristic, interactive, life-sized street, the Museum of Future Government Services showcases how technology over the coming years will radically transform government services in areas such as healthcare, education, mobility and smart city planning. It also features a laboratory for research, design and innovation, particularly for government entities. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah bin Mohammed Al Thani, Chairman of Sharjah Department of Statistics and Community Development Department, has announced that His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, Member of the Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah, has sanctioned the Sharjah Census 2015 project, which covers inhabitants, residential units and facilities within the Emirate of Sharjah. The announcement was made at the conclusion of the Sharjah Census Forum 2015 held on Sunday at the Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sheikh Mohammed Al Thani considered the forum an official start of the Sharjah Census 2015. It was also revealed that the census will be conducted by the Department of Statistics and Community Development in collaboration with various public organizations and entities. The Sharjah Census falls in line with the directives extended by His Highness the ruler of Sharjah, which focus on developing the emirate and availing all the necessary data required for decision-making and strategic planning, including information on inhabitants, residential units and facilities. The census is expected to be a valuable asset to the economic, social and cultural development in Sharjah, especially in terms of aligning the emirate's plans with its population configuration. Sheikh Mohammed Al Thani concluded that the success of the Sharjah Comprehensive Survey project, which has adopted the latest electronic systems, will be the blueprint on which the census project will be based. He also encouraged the various social segments to collaborate with the census teams and help them to achieve success. As many as 177 people died in 189,950 traffic accidents in Dubai last year, which represent one death nearly every 50 hours, according to the statistics released by the General Department of Traffic of the Dubai Police. According to Jamal Al-Banai, the acting director of the department, this is alarming and shows the dangerous impact of traffic accidents. 45 people lost their lives in 560 accidents caused by making sudden turns, while 26 people died in 588 accidents caused by not leaving enough space between vehicles. Consumption of alcohol caused 460 accidents, resulting in 11 deaths, while not paying attention to the road caused the death of 28 people in 208 accidents. Additionally, the figures showed that deaths were caused by entering roads from prohibited places, jumping the red signal and reckless driving. According to police officials, reducing these numbers is a challenge the Dubai Traffic Police work to overcome for the sake of residents and visitors, keeping in mind that people are the most precious resource. Looking further at the figures, accidents resulting in deaths were also caused by actions such as reversing vehicles in a risky manner, sleepiness, exhaustion, speeding, not abiding by lane discipline and weather conditions. The European Union decision to allow UAE citizens into Schengen countries without a visa is expected to come into effect in the coming few months. That's according to a senior European diplomat. The ambassador of the European Union in the UAE was quoted in local reports as saying that at the end of March, the internal process among EU countries for visa waiver is expected to be completed, adding that after both the EU and UAE will sign an agreement to provide initially a provisional implementation of the waiver. On March 22 last year, the EU announced that it will allow UAE citizens to enter 13 Schengen countries without a visa, which will make it the first Arab country to receive such treatment. The UAE is the EU's 14th largest trade partner, and the EU is the UAE's second biggest trading partner. There are more than 150,000 EU citizens living in the UAE, while over 1.6 million EU visitors travel to the UAE every year, with the country hosting embassies of 22 EU member states. People with disabilities living in Dubai have been urged to take advantage of a program offering them exclusive privileges and services with up to 50% discount with the help of a Sanad card. In Arabic, Sanad means to support. The Community Development Authority, or CDA, have rolled out the Sanad card on the 31st of January to 260 people with disabilities, all of whom are Emirati. The CDA-issued Sanad is a smart card that ensures all people with disabilities living in Dubai are granted privileges and discounts on medical, dental, legal, logistical and government services. The card is part of the My Community initiative launched by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, in November of 2013. The Dubai Social Study from 2013-14 estimates that there are more than 12,000 people with disabilities in Dubai. Some 37% of them are totally independent, 35% are totally dependent, while 28% need help. The conditions include seeing, hearing, speech and learning disabilities, with motor disabilities taking up the biggest percentage at 28%. Dr. Sheikha Alia Humaid Al-Qasimi, the Director of Social Programs and Inclusion, was quoted in local reports as saying that the number of people who registered is quite low compared to what was hoped for, adding that they're looking forward for the registration of 4,000 people with disabilities by the end of the year. The Sanad card was launched in order to better serve this section of the community, as well as create a database to better assess the services that they may need for the future. The Sanad card will be given for free to 3 categories, which include Category A for Emiratis, Category B for non-Emiratis, and Category C for visitors or persons with disabilities who are on transit. The CDA is currently rolling out the first phase for Category A, and the remaining categories will be served in the future. And finally, in the bulletin, Majid Al Futtaim's 3 flagship shopping malls in Dubai are celebrating Dubai Food Festival in partnership with Dubai Festivals and Retail Establishment. Mall of the Emirates, City Centre Dera and City Centre Mirdif are now gearing up for nearly a month of fun and food-themed activities. All 3 destinations have joined forces to showcase their array of international dining options while hosting the Hi-Fi Flavors campaign, which will reward shoppers and diners with bigger prizes this year. In addition, a round of activities and entertainment suitable for all ages will be hosted for 3 weeks. City Centre Dera, City Centre Mirdif and Mall of the Emirates combined efforts with F&B retail partners to bring a wide array of types of cuisines and dining experiences. Visitors will be delighted by the diversity of the culinary offers as they create great moments with their loved ones. Adding to the fun, the Hi-Fi Flavors campaign will be hosted at 7 p.m. every Tuesday at each mall, where lucky shoppers can win a prize pot money of minimum 10,000 dirhams, plus unique gourmet dining experiences from the mall F&B retailers. Shoppers who spend 150 dirhams at any store within the 3 malls get a chance to win prize money from the weekly draw, with double chances of winning if it was spent at any dining outlet. The festivities are set to continue until the 28th of February.